Yo. Alright, what's up with y'all boys, man? Back on.
Yo.
Let me get this shit straight real quick.
It's the word, my guy. You straight?
Yeah. Y'all good?
Yeah. Yes, sir, man.
How y'all doing this?
Hey, man, another day,
Afternoon.
another blessing, man.
Facts. We're gonna
It's
introduce
another day, bro.
these my niggas, man. We got Rock. And
What's
we
the
got
word? What's the word, man?
my nigga Sale.
Yo.
Y'all niggas can look in the camera over there. We got
How's it
that
going,
angle.
man?
But
Yo.
yeah, we got your host J Mike on, Speak Your Mind podcast. Unfortunately, my co-host couldn't make it today because he's dealing with some things today that are important, but we still gonna make sure
Gotta keep pushing, man.
is on the right stratosphere.
Tell Gunner don't copyright me on that.
But let me go ahead and ask y'all. First off, I'm gonna ask you, Rock, tell you a little story about how does it feel to be a transfer student?
How does it feel to be a transfer student? So I won't lie to you, man. It's a different experience. I'll say that for sure. I won't lie. I came from the big North Carolina Central University,
And don't mean to cut you off, but for everybody that doesn't know, we all transfer from North Carolina Central, so
Yeah.
that's where that
Yeah, that's true.
that's where that question kind of stemmed upon. But Rock, go ahead and continue.
Yeah, man. And so it's definitely been a transitional period, I'll say. But I'll say like the biggest thing is like I say the biggest thing is like the psychological aspect of it, or at least for me at least. Like I know I had like mad friends up at Central, like I knew mad people, I had fun, like I knew a lot of stuff. Or I was involved in things, like I was involved in like the Men Achievement Center. I was involved in a few other things that I did around the campus, And so it was definitely different. And then, of course, I live in Winston-Salem. I'd have lived here my entire 21 years of life. You feel me? my mama work at this university. She work in Hill Hall. I used to come pick my mama up, and I was like 14, 15 from this university. So it's kind of like a full circle moment. Like I used to pick my mama up from the building that I go in class in now.
That's real.
And so
That's
it's
real.
like it's kind of like a full circle moment, and it's kind of like, man, you never really want to stay where you come from. You like, man, you want to get out in Winston. I'm pretty sure for like you, like in Charlotte, like you didn't want to stay in Charlotte.
Yeah, I ain't
you
want
like,
to go.
man,
No shade to JCSU, but
you feel me?
I was not finna go to John C. Smith off of Bays Full
You feel me?
Road.
It's like, bro, everything about Charlotte is, the city, bro. Every street, bro. You
Yeah.
can close your eyes and you can point and you can say exactly where something is. You feel me? And so that's kind of what it is like here for me. But I'm also a big believer in nothing happens by mistake.
Me too.
And so,
Okay.
God had a big plan for me here. So, I'm still trying to figure it out here. But it's been an adjustment for sure.
Everything happens for a reason, bro. I always say that too. Everything happens for a reason.
Y'all hear it. But
Yeah,
how was your transition into transferring to Winston from Central?
So for me, bro, it was kind of different. So I came from California. I went to JUCO a little bit. I was trying to hoop over there first. Bro. I got tired of basketball. So I was just like, man, I got to figure out a life out, bro. I got to figure out my life, like what I'm going to do in the long run, bro. So after that, after JUCO, I decided to go to Central, bro. I decided to go to Central because I didn't want to be like at a PWI. I didn't want to I wanted to learn more about my Black history, bro. Because growing up, I went to public school, and it was just Mexicans and just white folks, bro.
It's real.
No, it is real though,
Because California, bro, California's we got some Black folks over there, bro. And then it's we all clicked up because it's only a select few of Black folks in California for real, bro. It's mostly Mexicans or white people, bro. So I really just wanted to come to a Black school, bro, to learn more about my culture, bro, be more around my people, bro. But yeah, that's real.
And I want to kind of I'm going to talk about my experience, my transition too. But I kind of want to leave this in y'all heads for a second. I want to ask y'all, do you feel like y'all have changed since y'all started to now? Like y'all,
Oh yeah, for sure.
like with
I do a
learning,
little bit more.
with like
A little bit more,
learning
man.
like about yourself and being around other like-minded people that are our color.
Oh yeah, for 100, man. I said so. My experience is kind of like sales experience. When I went to high school, I went to a private high school, and so it was kind of, it was all mixed up. You had I don't want to call them Africans, but like you had like different people of different nationalities
Yeah, I had that too,
from Africa, whether it be Ghana, Nigeria, whatever. You had like
South
Jamaicans,
Sudanese.
South Sudanese.
We love that. We love the.
Oh, yeah.
We love y'all. We love y'all, man.
We love y'all.
No disrespect.
Shout out to
No
our black women.
disrespect, no racism, bro.
Women History Month. Shout out to y'all.
Oh yeah, good reminder, good catch. Happy International Women's Month to everybody, man.
Yeah. What
We
LeBron
love the
say?
women over here, man.
What Brian say first off?
Especially
Happy International Women's Day.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, so I was just coming from that background, and so it was kind of different because I had went from being in. So before I went to high school, it was strictly all black. I had never had a white teacher, had never had a white classmate, had never had anything white. But then that was kind of like a culture shock, which I feel like everybody needs because I feel like in order to grow, you got to like step outside of your comfort zone. So everybody needs that little push, and so it was nice, for diversity, inclusion, whatever,
Facts.
just real world experiences. And so like that was kind of the biggest reason or a big part of me coming to a HBCU as well. And so first my parents met at HBCU.
HBCU story. My
know.
parents met at the Winston-Salem State University.
My parents met at the North Carolina Central University,
That's real.
which
That's
was a
real.
big part of a reason why I wanted to go there. I wanted to be a lawyer too. On top of that, they had a great law program. But life just didn't work out. Life had other plans, and so just went the other way.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of touch up on like my transition experience. I was at Central for like one semester, and I was going with my homeboy Nettles, and bro, like we were supposed to be roommates and all, and I ended up getting a single in Eagleton, and nigga, I hated that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait. You had a
That's
single your first year, bro?
Yeah.
I did not get that. I stayed in Chile.
Man, I stayed at
don't know how you-
Eagleson,
I had a
204.
single.
Shout out Eagleson, had some
You
great
got
memories
lucky,
in
bro.
there. That's where I
You
met
got
my
lucky
brothers.
for real,
So I
bro.
met half my brothers. Shout out my brothers, man. My brother's birthday was just yesterday. Shout out my brother James.
out
Hashtag 3
James.
shots on the ground.
Shout out James, man.
Shout out James, bro.
But yeah, like I had a single, bro. I was lonely, bro. Like I felt so alone, gang. Like every time I went to school or I was on camp, gang, I was ready to go back home, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. Cause like and the reason why I left Central was cause I feel like I was in that man's shadow, bro. Like everywhere that man would go, I would just follow along, tag along, bro. And I wanted to be my own man, so it's like I talked to him about it before I decided to transfer. He was like, "Go ahead, man, go be great, bro."
That's real.
That's real.
That's why I left Central to come here. But my time at Central, my limited amount of time at Central, I learned like a lot of lessons and about myself. So when I came here, I kind of try to put it into the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I could kind of say something similar to that. Well, it's 50-50 for me because it's kind of like that was kind of my experience, but then I kind of had like the opposite experience. And so, like I said, that's where I met. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my senior. So when we went to my freshman orientation, SOAR, that was like 2021. And so, like, that's where I met half the people I'm still cool with to this day. I met my homeboys, TJ. I met both my homeboys, TJ. One is dark skin, one is light skin. I met my other homeboy, Jelani, James. That's what I'm saying. I met half my brothers that I know.
Nigga met the whole family.
You feel me? That I
Facts,
basically call, like, we cool to this day. And so, like, even to this day, when I go up to Central, we'll have a ball, you feel me? And, like, them my boys. But, like, I see what you mean because it was like everywhere we went, even though like it was all of us, we all brought something to the table. We all brought our own different personalities, which is why I feel like we all click so well.
And that goes to show like why they say you make what your experience is at college. Like if you're around certain people, it'll feel like it's fun. Like if you're not around, and I ain't gonna shoot down anybody that's not energetic, but if you're not like how do I put this? If you're not just the energy
if you don't bring the energy with
energy.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's gonna be like
it's gonna be a
low.
difficult time
It's
for
gonna be
you.
low vibes, and I was just around a lot of low vibrational people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't around like niggas like you,
Mm-hmm.
Sil. You know, shout out Sai, he ain't here, man. He locked up.
Oh, yeah, shout out
Locked
in the chain gang. Shout out my boy.
But nah, but yeah, that's why like my experience at Central wasn't so good because I was in my room a lot,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and
Same.
I was just focused on the wrong shit.
Man, I can't even say. Man, me and my homeboy Jelani.
But I do got some niggas there.
Yeah, me
that-
too. I know, like, bro. One thing I can say about college gang is like, right when you meet like, it's some cool people here and there. You meet like bad
Yeah.
people here and there, bro. But like, right when you meet somebody cool, bro, y'all automatically click like that, and we'll never
Yeah.
forget the memories, bro.
Yeah.
Even if y'all just roommates, bro, like, it's easy to make friends like in college,
To this
bro.
day, bro. Shout out to my nigga Kamari, bro. Like it was when Central had that homecoming. It was Stunner, Charles Porter, and Nudie. Bro, that was a good.
Nudie.
I remember
That's a good.
Wait! Don't do that.
He's alright. He's
Don't-
alright.
Don't
He's
do that,
alright.
bro.
He's
I was so sick.
Not
I
on my
missed
top
that
five.
because
Not on my
that
top
semester,
five.
bro. I
Not
had
on my
took that
top five.
semester off, man, because I had dislocated my collarbone. I was going through a lot of personal stuff at that time, bro. So I had to take that semester off.
Nah, that's
And y'all
right.
already know how I get about slime ball, bro. Y'all already know how slime ball is, bro.
That nigga came out late as fuck.
I was sick
though.
as
I
hell.
ain't gonna
I missed
lie.
that shit, gang. I swear to God.
He only got like 2 hard songs to me, bro. Pieces and eggplants.
Oh my god, bro. This man is such a mainstream.
Here we go. I was finna say, man.
And then another song that's not on top of my head right now, bro.
But nah, it's probably like baked potato.
Loaded baked potato.
Loaded baked potato.
I can't
That's
let
right,
you
too.
disrespect the
That's
song,
right.
bro. Big slime ball. Hey, slime ball, if you hear this, give me a feature, big dog.
Shit. But nah, how do y'all? Okay, so we already talked about the transitioning. So how do y'all feel like a lot more college students are transitioning into being transfer students?
I believe so.
Like, talk to me about the evolution of transferring.
So, I believe it's all about where the person feels comfortable and if they feel like that could be a home for them or it's just not necessarily for them. So, I know for a fact, like, when I never really wanted to necessarily leave Central. So, while I left Central, it was half my fault, half the school's fault. So I did apply. I did do my housing. I did do my housing a little late. I won't cap
Same.
because I didn't have that 130 to drop on the house application.
Mine wasn't the housing. Mine was just, bro, the teachers, the professors, again, respectfully, during my time, the professors did not give a fuck about their students.
No, I won't lie. I had a few professors that I loved because, they would sit there. They just talk about their experience the whole time, man. I'm the type to egg it on. Yeah. If you don't give us no work, yeah. Oh, so how was your day? Yeah. So why did your car break down? Yeah. And so that's my professors. I loved it. My first
like,
Real though.
I had a math class, bro. I think I took like statistics or something. I can't remember the math I was taking. It was some weird type of format. But bro, this nigga was not teaching us shit. This nigga had COVID every fucking day. This nigga never showed up to the classroom like that. And when he did, this nigga was coughing. It made it seem like this nigga was on his deathbed, bro. Nigga. And I was failing tests, bro, and shit like that, bro. And then it
You
came
was failing
down.
the test, twin?
Yes, in
I had
math.
a 3.3 over there.
In math, gang.
In math?
No, I can't
Bro.
have that, man.
So I had to email this nigga, and he let me pass with a D, bro. Let me pass with a D.
See, now I will say that that's the biggest difference between here and Central is the academics. I told my mother that when I came here, when she asked me how it was, I said I feel like the academics here, the teachers here, they could teach. I will tell you that. Well, I haven't had a bad teacher here yet because we can't forget about that video of that girl getting drugged out by that police officer that was circulating around the shade room 2 years
shit.
ago at this very institution. No shade, WSSU. No shade. But you feel me?
No
But-
comment.
Yeah, no
One thing,
comment.
one thing I can say about this institution teachers, bro, is that they really like want to see you progress, bro. In every class that I had.
It depends on the teacher, but like you also, this is what a lot of people fail to realize. Like they don't want it more than you. You gotta like actually like provide for yourself. Take the initiative to actually want to do better for yourself. And I started to learn that this semester and last, cause like, bro, like, nigga, I was not talking to my teachers. I was shy. Like,
I wasn't either,
I'm
bro.
like, why the fuck I gotta go to these office hours and stuff? Like, I'm thinking I could do everything by myself, but really, like, that's why they're here. They're here to help and shit like that. So a lot of people got take their pride aside and get help.
Oh yeah,
That's real,
my
bro.
teacher. One of the first things that I remember my teacher ever telling me when I came into college, I think it was a dude, it was like Ed Central. He was some type of males teacher, and so he was like, whether y'all take this class serious or not, it's up to you. I've already been paid for the class. And so, like, that's what all my teachers
That's
said.
real.
Before any
real,
class
bro.
is ever taught, before anybody sitting any seats, any lectures is passed out, any PowerPoints is brought up, teachers is paid for it. They good. They pay for the whole semester. So whether you pass their class or fail it, they been paid for it.
Yeah.
So they can pay their bills. So it's up to you. Like you said, so it really lies on you. And that's what most people don't even recognize.
They
and
gotta
so
take advantage. Yeah.
yeah, and so people, they'll do the bare minimum, and then when it's time for report cards, progress reports, whatever, and they got a D or F, they quit to jump on the teacher
Yeah.
when you didn't even come to class
And that
half a
goes-
semester, and you turned in all your assignments late. That's what I'm saying. Participation points, them
Accountability.
them shits
Facts,
take a
bro.
big hit to your
Accountability.
shit.
All
Attendance,
that
attendance,
goes
bruh.
for
Attendance
people. That
too,
goes
bruh.
for people not
Attendance. I'm
taking
telling
accountability
you, watch
for
your
their
fucking
actions.
attendance. That shit matters because I know for a fact
I be going to class, bro.
had an
What you
83.
mean, twin? I be going to class, twin. I be going to class, twin. I be going to class.
Sometimes.
My lowest grade is a B minus right now.
No.
My lowest grade is a B minus right now.
Sometimes. Sometimes, but nah. Back on like the evolution of like being a transfer student. So like Rock was saying, kind of like touching up on like if you feel like it's a home, obviously like you're gonna stay, but if it's not, you gotta move. And I just want to get back to that. Like, do you feel like some people's first choice of a college and when they commit is not the right choice?
Yeah. Also, I know a lot of different people have a lot of different expectations on what they think college is gonna be when they get here. And so I know, like
Boy,
me,
I did too, bro.
I know me.
I did too.
I didn't really know what to expect because I couldn't really see past high school when I was younger.
That's real.
You feel me? And so, like, I'll be very honest. I always knew I wanted to go to college. I always knew I was going to go to college, but I never knew what that looked like. And I never thought about what that would look like. And so, like, I don't know. When I got to college, it was just like I was kind of going with the flow. I was, like, a little on the fence about being there. And once I got there, I really felt like it was God that, like, really lined
Yeah.
everything up. Because, like I told you, I met the people I met. They all had whips. We found recreation centers around it. I'm not my Christianity and faith, I'm Seventh-day Adventist. And so, like, it was a Seventh-day Adventist church, like, 1 mile up the street. And I found more Seventh-day Adventist people there at Central because, it's a bigger campus. And so it's more stuff to do. Like, within the first month, we went to Frankie's Fun Park. We had went to out eat. We had went to Popeyes. We used to, like, have good, solid, just friend sessions, whatever that looked like. We go to each other's dorms. We play games. We just
Right.
sit out and we just chop it up to 2 a.m. Like,
Yeah.
be like 12 of us. That's what I'm saying.
Those late night conversations
Exactly.
be hitting, bro.
And that was like my freshman
Facts,
year, and
bro.
that just shot by. And so, like, everything that, like, I didn't know what it looked like, but that kind of painted a picture for me. Like, okay, this is what's up. You get your own taste of independence and shit. You feel me? You ain't got your parents. Like, you feel me? Like, that shit was smooth, and
Yeah.
it was very enjoyable.
I'll say this though, as a freshman and a sophomore, you're definitely gonna be a sponge and soak up a lot of shit. You're gonna soak up some
Oh, yeah.
negative shit. You're gonna soak up some positivity shit.
Shit, sure.
But it's really up to you on how you gonna move after you,
Exactly.
you take that.
And that's what a lot of people,
Experience.
that's what happened to a lot of people. A lot of people get stuck up or get stuck in that spot, and they can't really, like, they don't know, really move past that shit. They be stuck in the past. Like, they be feeling like that nigga from 3 years ago, where, like, one of the biggest things I done learned, especially this year, it's like I've been trying to keep this shit first in my mind. It's like you gotta, how the saying go, you gotta let go of what was, and you gotta step into what can be and what is. And so that's what I've been trying to move by, especially like the past 6 months or so. Because like I said, a lot like you said, you soak up a lot of shit, but you can't let that shit that you soaked up hold you back from growing into what you can be.
How y'all, I'm gonna ask Sale this real quick. So how you feel, but you can answer this too, right? How you feel about like connections, bro? Like do you feel like it takes you a long way or like?
Yeah, I feel like
ooh, that's
bruh,
a deep subject.
in the world we live in today, bro. Like you can have like the best resume game, the best grades and whatever you're trying to do, bro. But like as long as you know a person, bro, that's like higher up, like a president or like vice president or something, bro. Like that's like the
Shit, whoever know the president.
That's like the deal breaker right there, bro. The deal breaker right there, bro. Like you could just call up the president, bro, and be like, "Hey, what y'all got going on, bro?" And then like, if he messes with you, bro, like you could automatically get in the spot, bro. It's like that's why I always tell people, bro, always treat people with respect, bro, because you never know what they got.
That's
going
why,
on, bro.
That's why like my pops told me like always treat people how you want to be treated, but also never take no disrespect as well.
Oh, fast.
You know. So that's why I try to be so genuine to other people because I try to like get that in return. But sometimes I don't even always try to get that in return. I just try to be a nice guy. You feel what I'm saying? And that's gotten me a long way. Like I got like, cause y'all know I do my internship with that nigga Patrick Stevens, right?
Yeah.
So, bro, just setting this nigga up for like people he can interview like that do sports and stuff like that, play sports and all that stuff. I'm just looking at my list on Instagram and my message. I was like, dang, I got a nigga that go to UNC that's hooping. I know a nigga at Elon. I know a nigga at Mercer.
Facts,
And Georgia. Bro, I'm just like, damn, my nigga. Like, I know hella people. Like, if I wanted to, like, I can be up there.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel me?
Bro.
And half those niggas I just mentioned, I went to middle school with.
That's real.
You feel me? So it was like, no matter the situation, you just gotta take advantage. You just gotta go out and go get it. Like, I'm gonna leave this for niggas right here, bro. Like, if you wanna do something, just go do it. Cause the longer you lie down,
Don't pay attention to people, bro. Procrastination is the best killer, bro. Is the best killer.
if you
bro.
lie down, continue to lie down, bullshit, and not better yourself, and keep telling yourself you wanna better yourself, you're not helping yourself. You're digressing.
Facts.
Literally. 3 years later, you go look up, still telling yourself, I'm going to do it later. And it's been 3 years.
Facts.
What I've learned is if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna try to do it right then and there. And if I don't do it right then and there, I'm gonna do it the next day.
Facts. One thing I'm learning, bro, throughout college is if you say you're gonna do it, bro, just do it. Don't pay attention to people, what they gotta say. Don't listen to them, what they gotta say. And don't let procrastination kill what you got.
Another thing
bro.
I'm gonna say is I'm gonna let you. Another thing I'm gonna say is, bro, always be known for your word. And what I mean by that is, if you tell somebody you're gonna do something, do it. Don't try to like bullshit out of it. And if you can't do it, then take accountability for your actions. Don't try to make an excuse.
That, and I would say like the biggest thing, man, move at your own pace.
Facts.
I feel
Everything
like,
takes time.
especially with social media right now, Facebook, everything, like you see everybody posting themselves being successful.
Do you feel okay?
Let's
talk about it.
You
Do
see
feel like social media. My fault, gang. Do you feel like social media is just like devil's advocate? Like it's just.
Oh yeah, man.
It's
So
just
I
like-
feel like social media, man, that shit
Me and
makes
Twibby talk about this almost every day.
that shit
bro.
makes life 10 times worse, man. Because so back in the day, this is my take on it. For social media, I feel like society was better off because you had people that weren't scared to work 9 to 5. You had people that weren't scared to go be mechanics, bus drivers, truck drivers. All this shit is essential for society, my nigga. Everybody can't be rich. Everybody can't
Right.
like
Bro,
everybody
that's so
can't
crazy, yeah.
have a business doing hair, nails, and shit. We need bus drivers, my nigga. We need electricians. We need mechanics. That's how the world operates.
Them
my
blue
nigga.
collar people.
That's what I'm
Facts,
saying.
man.
Like, my nigga, how we gonna have shit? We can't have none of this shit without no electrician, my nigga, or without nobody that know how to the like technicians
Hey,
or
shout out
whatever.
Aaron the plumber.
You feel me? In a real way.
In a real way.
We'll lose a draw. I'm gonna catch them all.
I'm gonna catch your face.
But like that's what. But you see on social media, man, my man, it like it's, for women especially, like or some women, if my man working 9 to 5, he lame. I can't be with him. If he don't make over a certain amount of money, I can't be with him. And you see people posting the cars, like expensive cars they have, whatever apartments they have, but they not posting what it took to get it.
Right.
And so me, you,
My thing
or
is-
sell, or so you have people that's looking at that. I'm just using us as an example, and looking at that, and they're like, man, I wish I had that. Man, I wish that
Facts.
was me. Man, I wish that was that. But
Envy.
you don't know
It's envy.
what behind closed doors, what people is
It's
going
envy.
through.
Facts.
Like they could have this $800 whip apartment.
But
They
you
in
don't know what they
school,
had to go through.
but then behind that in school they got 4 Fs, 3 Ds. They fail every class
Yeah.
they take because they got to work 2 shifts to pay for this car.
And that goes back to saying you can't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly. And so I feel like social media, it shows you the front, like as an example, it shows you the good portion of the apple, but in the back, the apple fucking rotten.
That went over a lot of people's heads. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna have to say that shit one
You
more
feel
time
me?
and look
It
that way.
it show you the motherfucking stem on the apple, but in the back, that shit rotten, that shit decaying. Because you only see the good portion of the apple. You don't see the rotten portion of what the apple's going through behind the scenes. And that's really what it is with a lot of people. And so like a lot of people, when I went home, my brother told me jealousy is the what do he say? Envy is the killer of joy.
Yeah, it is.
And so like you can't be joyful. You can't be joyful because you focused on what Marcellus got. You focused
Right.
on Marcellus
Focus on
goldfish.
yourself,
Well, you could go
And
buy
that's
your own
another
goldfish.
thing. As
Focus
a
on
black man, why are we belittling each other?
That's what I'm saying.
Literally.
bro.
I'm not saying we gotta love each other. We gotta, be friends or anything. But if you see another nigga as a real estate agent and he's trying to like sell houses and take care of his business, and another nigga over here like still trying to get his shit up,
You gonna
shit
talk shit
together,
about
you
him.
gonna
Yeah,
talk
bro.
shit
Niggas
about
gonna
him,
talk
right?
shit about that
Like,
nigga behind
Just
his
because
back.
what they doing, bro. Like I always like I don't dodge no man hustle, bro. Whatever you doing, bro. Whether it's like
Like, yeah.
anything, bro. Just anything, bro.
And
I
it
don't
ain't
know
gonna
why.
happen. It ain't gonna happen in one day. Shit, it might take 2 years, 3 years. my
Literally.
nigga. Like you never
It
know.
take time,
It's
bro.
always God's timing for real.
Literally. That's why I'm saying everybody gotta go at their own pace. And so shout out my nigga Nick, my homeboy Nick, my brother since I was 6. No,
Shout
since
out
I was
Nick.
5 for real.
Shout out Nick, bro.
Man, that's what I had to. He really had to remind me of that because I ain't gonna lie. We all go through our own shit, and so I was going through my own shit, and he had to remind me, man, like
Envy is contagious, bro.
real shit, like bro, you, and they're them. What worked for them not gonna work for you, and what worked for you might not work for them. So you got to go at your own pace. That's why you
And
ever
then
heard the
again-
term "the turtle wins the race"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nigga got to go at your own pace.
Shout out Rock Wave. That whole album
That
was
fat
fire.
fucker.
But nah, that goes back to say this nigga dying.
But yeah,
That goes back to saying, bro, like, hold on, bro. I can't even. This nigga started dying. This nigga fucked up. the
man,
whole
I can't
set.
listen to that nigga, man. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah.
Chill on my boy, twin. Chill on my boy.
Yeah,
Chill
that
on my
nigga.
boy, twin.
Nah, but like, why do niggas be hating on that nigga right away though?
Man,
He was speaking facts, bro.
But
I feel like I can actually relate to, bro. Like,
and go get that nigga a box of Pop-Tarts.
nah,
it's out the
but
studio.
on some real shit though, like, do y'all feel like it's a big milestone being a transfer student graduating from a
Yeah.
different school?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
Cause it pushes you back, man. Like when I transferred here, I had took a semester off already, but like, man, some of the classes I took at Central didn't exist here, so I didn't have shit to transfer over.
Right.
And then on top of that, since I transferred here, it pushed me back automatically a
facts,
little bit.
bro.
And
Supposed to
so
be graduating
Okay.
this year, bro.
Since we going that route, like, what are like some pros and cons of transferring? Because I know I transferred. I only got
Let me speak on that.
only had 14 credits transfer over, and it really didn't do shit for me. So
Literally.
I had to take extra classes just to be considered, a sophomore, because I was a freshman coming in. And I was
A pro?
spring semester, and then about to be a sophomore. So,
A transfer will be you get a fresh start. Another pro would be you can try to better yourself in whatever you're doing, like get the right people around you, and then like you can get more involved on camp too. Like if you weren't involved on camp, like at the last school you was at, you could like always try to better yourself doing that. A con would be graduating late, of course. Another con would be just not like. Hold on. I'm gonna get back to y'all.
you getting there, and I'll throw in like a con would probably be like you said, not graduating on time, and having to work a little extra harder than the
Other people
regular,
too, bro.
the average student that goes to this institution
'Cause now you play
that's
catch up.
that's already been here for since their freshman year. So we gotta work harder. In my
Facts.
opinion, I feel like if you're a transfer student, you gotta work harder to maintain your trajectory. You feel me? But it's not no disrespect to the people who been here, because obviously y'all still worked hard, but we just gotta work harder.
Facts, bro. Because
And it feels like, and once we graduate, it's like we really earned that because we worked hard and overtime for it. All them sleepless nights, all those nights where put in the work just to get to that moment is just like a surreal moment. It's just like so suffice. You know what I mean?
that is facts, bro. And then another con I would say is that, bro, when you're trying to join the org, like any student org on campus, bro, like they'll choose that person because they've been here longer than you.
So
they don't really know you. Like you have to like get a feel of campus a little bit more than like the other person, bro.
And I'm gonna ask Rock this about the pros and cons about keep that in your mind, and then about the pros and cons of being a transfer student. But I'm gonna ask this question real quick: how do y'all feel about the whole GPA process? Like when it comes to internships, applications. I mean, like work applications, and like doing anything on campus as far as like organization related. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like you having to have at least a 2.7 or higher is bogus? Or do you feel like it's fair?
I feel like it's fair, man, because at the end of the day, you gotta realize you gotta remember the reason you here.
Facts.
So before you join any organization, before you join anything, my nigga, you came to college to get a degree. You came to college to graduate. So when you graduate, you could go out into the workforce and try to make some real money and know what you're doing while making that money. And so I guess I'll use the student government organization.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have you running to be the vice president of this student organization and you got a 0.6 GPA.
No, that's real.
How you gonna be the president and you got a 1.6 GPA?
0.6.
That's just an example. That's just an example. Like
Yeah.
how you got a 1 point. Just an example. You got a 1.7 GPA, but you want to be Mr. Whatever.
But
or
they
Mrs.
won't even
whoever.
allow that. You gotta have at least a 2.7 or higher.
That's what I'm saying. So, like,
to even be considered to
consider,
be able to run for something.
Exactly. So like that's my point. Like you can't. I feel like I feel like you should be a little bit higher personally.
Because
But that's good though,
But-
because 2.7. I mean, like 2.7 in my eyes, and me, Rock. I look at that as a little low.
Mhm.
But that's only because
you
I
say
held
it's-
myself to a certain standard.
I got
Yeah.
a question for y'all boys too, bro. Just keep going, twin. My bad.
Yeah, but I just only because I held myself to a certain standard, and so if I see my GPA is a 2.7, me personally, I'm feel like I'm not giving it all I can. I'm feel like I'm failing,
Yeah.
and so like
Do you feel like it should be like a 3.0 as far as like
or at least like
all the organizations and internship applicants should have?
depending, I say the higher the higher the level that you want to serve, the higher the level of GPA you should take.
The more success.
Yeah, the
when it
more
comes-
success you should have,
the
especially
more things
like
you
if
can
you
do.
like
Facts.
just for example again,
agree.
if you want to be Mr. WSS, you can't be Mr. WSU with a 1.5 GPA. You feel me? Like, or you can't be in a position of leadership and your GPA is like this, because what does that say about you? You not studying, you not doing what you need to do.
You're not dedicated.
I was going to say you're not dedicated, you're not disciplined, and so I can't put you in a position of power and you can't even write a paper yourself. Like, you just got. That's how I look at it myself.
Yeah. So I know I kind of talked about this on the last episode, but I wanted to ask y'all about like the things on campus. Like, do y'all feel like Winston needs more things
Yes.
to implement,
Yes.
implement on campus
Yes.
that would be
Yes.
beneficial for the
I'm
students?
tired of people going home every weekend, bro. Leaving campus empty, bro. Like, bro, I should see, like, since it's getting springtime, bro, I should see people on the breezeway, bro.
It ain't that warm
bro.
yet.
Breezeway, Pitt, we need something.
Pit hoops, bro. Pit hoops
I
jumping,
mean, yeah.
Man, it's bad. Man, it's bad out here, bro. Look, so like I said,
Do y'all feel like since Winston is a smaller institution compared to the bigger other HBCUs or other
Yeah.
institutions, do y'all feel like that's the reason for the lack of events and a lack of things that we offer here?
Yes. I agree.
I did that, and I think it could be probably a number of things: lack of funding, lack of support, nobody really bringing up ideas, nobody really seeming interested, nobody like, cause they be having interest meetings and stuff like shit like that, and I don't know, like I'll say we got a pretty big student center, so Central just built their student center, I say 3 years ago, and so it's probably about
I think it's
the
bigger.
same.
I
Central-
think- I think it's bigger.
Central's bigger.
I think Central's is bigger.
You think so?
I think
Yeah,
it's
Central's
bigger.
bigger.
It's probably a little bit bigger, but I don't know, because our student center is pretty big too. But like, I know in their student center they got the Men Achievement Center. They have a
I mean,
They have like a LGBTQ community center thing in there. Like they got a few things in there
Okay.
that students can be involved.
okay,
involved in.
we're still growing. I'm not saying like it got nothing on Central, but we got the career closet. We
Yeah.
got the food pantry. We got shit. What else we got that I can think of? That's pretty much it. But I mean, if there's anything
Got the
else,
mental health center
mental health
Facts.
center,
or the Wealth Health Center.
health center. So Winston is on a come up. I feel like shit ain't gonna be where we want to be till after we graduate, and that's unfortunately
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's how
unfortunately
it always
the
is, bro.
tough part about
Bro.
graduating. 'Cause
Like, tell me why the semester I transferred here, Central opened up a Auntie Anne's and a Cinnabon.
And a Panda Express, bro.
Nigga, I was tight as fuck.
Right when I was leaving, bro.
And a Panera Bread.
damn, yeah, they do got Panera Bread.
Tight as fuck. That's what I'm saying, bro. All we got is a crusty ass Chick-fil-A, man.
We got Chick-fil-A, Burgers and Fries, The Village, Subway, and we got Starbucks. Oh wait, no, we got Starbucks on campus.
We don't even got a pizzeria spot.
We
man.
got Einstein's too as well.
Central had, so look, sir, here's a few things I'll say. I know I've been talking about Central a lot. But we had a Pizza Hut,
Eagles Pride.
Panera Bread, Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Starbucks, Cinnabon,
They got
Auntie
a
Anne's.
they got a smoothie place too.
Yeah, smoothie
It's on the
spot.
student
Don't
center.
forget Panda Express, twin.
I already
Panda
said it.
Express.
I said Panda Express.
We know you like Panda Express.
Like, that's
my nigga.
9 spots. That's 9 spots on camp.
But you gotta keep again like smaller institution versus bigger institution.
Facts.
More funding, less funding.
But bro, I be seeing Winston, bro. I be seeing like they be buying new benches, bro, new signs, bro.
I ain't gonna
Like-
lie, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, it is a lot of stuff that our school buys that's unnecessary.
Yeah.
And this goes to show that the students' voices are not being heard, and that goes deeper into everything because the school can ask, okay, boom. What do y'all like? I can ask you right now. I'm like over the school. I can ask y'all. Y'all tell me some things y'all would like to add here, and I'm listening. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you take whatever y'all say. I'll take it. Like Marcellus might be like, oh, there should be a Panda Express on campus, and we look at him like, okay, yeah. The next couple months.
You don't see shit happen.
It's not a Panda Express. It's I don't know. It's like a trying to think of a.
It's a motherfucker Soroku.
Yeah, some off-brand.
Hey, that off-brand don't be hitting though, bro. I'm not gonna cap. Some of the off-brand don't be hitting more than the main.
Oh man, don't get me started on that. That's a whole sermon in this.
But nah, though, like I feel like. Back to the transfer thing, because this is more so what this whole pod is about. Just the evolution of being a transfer student and also, you know, being a black man at a black institution.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do y'all feel like y'all survive, or it'll be different? Things will be different at PWI.
Oh yeah, for a fact. So I was just like, and hearing about different people's experience at PWIs, and like especially black people. Like my sweet
You
mate.
was just weren't you just telling me this the other day? You was like, yo, homeboy need to leave his institution and go somewhere else.
Yeah, I think I was telling my homeboy Jonell that was
He go to ECU?
No, that's
He go to
Tay.
Tennessee. He go
Tay
to
went to
Tennessee.
ECU.
Oh, tight.
That's all I was just about to say. Tay, you know, my sweet mate Tay. He went
Shout out
to
Tay,
ECU.
man.
Shout out Tay, bro. Shout out Tay.
He went to ECU and he was telling me his experience.
But isn't
ECU or PWI?
Yeah, PWI. East Carolina.
Eastern Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like he was saying that like all the black people really like banded together and stuff because like, and even my friend Candace, like she go to the School of the Arts here in the city. Shout out Candace. I got a lot of friends.
This nigga Rock has a lot of connections. He's gonna be very wealthy soon.
A lot of connections. She goes to UNCSA. She goes there for dancing. That's my dog since 10th grade. You feel me? I went to her campus, and I was just sitting around talking to people. You know, Candace is black. There's a few other black people. Every brother ain't a brother. Hello.
Yeah.
And I met a few people, and it was just like, man, this
White.
you feel me? That shit felt AI generated, gang. Like that shit was just, it was a weird. I was up there, and it was like the people. I'm like, Candace introduced me to this one guy. He's like, "What's up, bro? Nigga dap me up."
Nah, it is how it be. I ain't even lying.
And so Candace did this nigga. She like, "Why did you change your voice?" I'm not changing my voice. And then this nigga like, "What the fuck y'all got going on?" Like, bro, like this shit. That's how it is.
And
that's
that's
so
another
like,
thing. Like niggas don't know how to code switch, bro.
I
I ain't gonna lie.
that part.
I went to Duke University for my internship, bro. I seen like maybe like 5% of black people, bro.
Man, when I went to Duke, I ain't see no black people. It was straight white people, but I had a great time. AKA shout out Tyler. You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, niggas had a nice. I went to a Duke party. I'll never forget. Me, Jelani, my homegirl. She not my homegirl no more, but Elon. Yeah, she go to University of Texas. Shout out her. And my homeboy Justice J Poole. We went out to Duke party one time. It was a little Taylor Swift theme party.
Oh,
They
Lord.
had beers. They had the Bud Lights, the Coors Lights, everything lights, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, the Taylor Swift theme party. They had their little shirts tied up and shit. White boys was out there. Yeah. We was on top of a school. They had a little party school bus that had all the seats ripped up and shit out of it. It was a little party bus. That shit was had graffiti and shit all over it. It was slippery as fuck. Yeah, them people know how to party out there. Shout out to Duke folks.
Man,
They invited us to a little party on their yacht in Milan that summer. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it because I don't have that type of money.
you don't have that type of money right now.
We
Yeah,
gonna get
facts.
there, bro.
Right at the moment.
We gonna get there, bro.
But you know, I was gonna ask y'all, what do y'all feel like white party? Which parties do you feel is better? If we had to make a race thing, white,
White
black.
party. Man, I ain't gonna cap. Some of the white parties I done went to, bro, in San Diego State when I was back in San Diego, bro.
Leave them noses alone.
They be turned, bro. They be turned, bro. But sometimes, bro, they be tweaking off the liquor, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't dare show my ass in no white party.
So
I would not go. I don't have time for jail.
Y'all
now.
be seeing the movies and y'all be seeing the white parties on the movies. Do y'all feel like, I don't know personally because I never been to a white college party. I've been to a white high school party. I don't know that's probably not the same shit. But do y'all feel like those movies be true?
Man, I feel like as black men, man, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say that. I might get canceled. But
Try to keep it PG.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also, never mind. But I feel like as black men, I probably wouldn't even show my face in a white party, man. Especially, well, if we all in a good headspace, yeah. But when the liquor come out and the cocaine nose get activated, it's time to go.
How do y'all feel about the diversity at our institution with it being HBCU and there are some, what is it? Minorities, yeah.
So I feel like the HBCU, man. I love the HBCU, man, because it's where you feel me. Black people can be themselves. It's where we can enjoy each other. But I think it's we got a problem in our culture, man. We make too many things that's okay, not okay. And we normalized fucked up shit.
And we normalize hatred.
And we normalize hatred, normalize hating on each other. Like, I'll say this, for example, and my dad was one of the first people to tell me this.
Shout out Pops.
Yeah, he was like the Black Lives Matter movement,
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, you already know, and we'll kill each other all day. I'll shoot you, you'll shoot me. But when a white person does it, it's a problem. But we'll kill each other off all day.
And, I really want to get into something a little bit deep, talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. How do y'all feel about, because my homeboy Josiah, shout out Josiah, he's telling me he went on a cabin trip to Tennessee, and him and his homeboys came out the cabin, and there was this white girl in her car, and she called them niggas. And basically what happened was they had to make sure, that's what she said, because they turned around and it was like...
Repeat that for me again?
And then she drove off way too fast for them to, even do anything. But, as a black man in a society that's falling apart and deemed as, kind of going back to slavery, how do you feel like us as a culture should deal with that?
Man, us as a culture, we going downhill, man. If you ask me, I was literally just on Instagram, and that little Don Julio Popeyes collab,
bro.
Nigga, we had fucking bottle girls in Popeyes, nigga. You had niggas buying. Look like they was trying to get sections, nigga. You had bottle girls in Popeyes raising bottles like this, nigga, in a Popeyes. Bro. And Popeyes collab game. My nigga, we got people that's not even married taking pictures, nigga, for baby showers. Niggas replacing marriages with baby showers game.
And that's another thing. We need to start normalizing getting married before
nigga,
have a kid.
We'll go on Instagram, my nigga. I'll go to the white side of Instagram. Them niggas will tell me how to flip a house, get $200K cash. Niggas will tell me how to do great business. Woo. Tell me. No, for real. Get helpful, successful tips, my nigga, on how to get your life better, nigga. Go to the gym. Woo. I'll literally be on Instagram. It'll be like leave a comment here for somebody under 25 that can help change their life. And I see this, and I'll get on Instagram, and first thing, nigga, it'll be 9 a.m. Oh my gosh, my baby daddy. That's the first thing we gotta talk about.
Especially about that.
We were talking about yesterday, Rock. How much do it take for your nigga to cheat on you? What?
We was talking about yesterday, Rock. The whole DDG and Halle Bailey situation, bro. It be single hoes. I'd be
wanting to tear down a happy relationship.
It's not even white women. It's not Hispanic women. It's just our women. Tearing down another black man that just wants to be a father to his kid.
Nigga.
They think, bro, so what? He's a content creator. That's his job. He's showing off his kid. That's his job.
You got people.
You see
bro,
Halle
and it's-
Bailey, she's a actress. Of course, she's going to show off her kid in front of the whole set. Like,
Literally.
you feel me? So it's like it's a lot of contradicting in all of this. You feel me?
Yeah, and it's
Facts.
wicked, bro, because it's like, man, you got people out here. It's so many people that do bad, and you got people out here that want to do good. And it's like the people that's bad then fucked it up for everybody, bro, because it's like don't nobody believe in good no more because it's like it's almost too good to be true.
And, you know, that's on a spiritual type level. That means like the world is slowly but surely coming to an end.
Decaying,
soon.
I was gonna
Facts,
say.
bruh. And then another thing
Very
I don't
much so.
like, bro, is just like how like people will like tear you down just because they're miserable with their own lives, bro.
And again, like, you know, we was talking about this the other day
bro.
too. Like, a lot of people are very envious, so they do anything in their power to try to take another man down, another person down, because they want to feel. They think that makes them feel better about themselves. And in all actuality, you're hurting another person. You feel me?
Facts.
That's why I try to uplift. You know, another black brother, and they don't even have to be black. Like, I can just uplift another person because you never know what a
What they
person
gonna have
is
somebody
going
going
through.
through, man.
And that's the same thing with like to a certain extent with, you know, people who are homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes I may give a homeless person $1 or something, you know, or whatever I have, but you know, everybody can get out of a situation.
Yeah.
Bro,
It
About
just
your
takes
mindset. That mindset,
determination and motivation.
Your
Bro.
mindset determines everything about you at the end of the day, man.
when I was back home in VA, bro, I was driving, right? I was driving in my car, bro. I was driving, and then I seen a homeless dude out on the side of the road, bro. Everybody just driving past, bro. Everybody just driving past, bro. He told me I was the only person that actually gave him something. I actually gave him some coins, bro. Bro, it's like crazy how America is, bro. Like,
Yeah. But then again,
I was about to
every
say-
homeless person is not.
A lot of the homeless
good-
people put themselves in those
put themselves in a
predicaments.
situation. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, it's not always genuine. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it's like God gonna show you, you know, what you need to do and what's not best for you or
Yeah,
the
but
best
it's
for the
like-
situation.
But it's like people won't help you out unless they know you, bro. Or like nobody's genuine like that, bruh. Like
Man, that's
Everybody
the
wanna
world,
tear-
bro.
Yeah,
That's life, though.
yeah, but I've seen hella people that don't know certain people and still help them out.
I know, bro. That's like only
You
a
know,
select fewer people.
It's
are
a
like
bad
that.
side of this world. It's a good side of this world. It's just you gotta figure out what side you gonna be in.
Real shit.
But like, yeah, like back on like kind of backtracking on like being a transfer student. You know, that's really like the main topic of this whole show. But do y'all feel proud to be a transfer student, or y'all still feel? Or do y'all still wish y'all can go back in time and do things better at y'all old institution?
Sometimes I wish I could go back in time, bro, and get everything back. Cause I be missing it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I be missing all the people back there, bro. But sometimes you gotta be grateful for like what you're doing now. That's what I be trying to think about. Like, oh, I gotta like. Sometimes I'll get in my mood and be like, I don't want to be here right now, bro. I should be at the other school, bro. But as of right now, as I've been maturing and growing, bro, I've been starting to see like everything is a blessing, bro. Like going to college is just a blessing, bro. Like being alive for another day is a blessing, bro. That's why I've been trying to be grateful with everything that I have, bro.
And I was gonna ask y'all this too, like, sorry, you can put your input on that too. But do y'all feel like no matter what college or what y'all did after high school, y'all feel like y'all still would have had the same outcome?
And so I think about that a lot too. And so I'll answer your first question. As I done grown older and mature, I don't really look back on a lot of stuff. I do look back, but I don't really wish I could go back in time per se, because I feel that
Everything happens for a
yeah,
reason.
everything happened for a reason. And so if you were to go back in time, that's kind of you doubting
Your
what was
future
supposed to
self.
be. I was
Yeah.
going to say, and so everything that happened was supposed to happen. I feel, and so that's only bettered you and made you a better man or person for your present day self. And so, what I will say I think about that sometime too. Like, what would have happened if I never even went to Central? Because like I said, my mom works at this institution, so this was she was trying to recruit me to come here for a while. You sure you don't want to go to state? You sure you want to go to WSSU? But like,
ain't that kind of crazy since your parents went to Central? Right?
that's what I'm saying. That's where they met. And so like, I think about that, and I do think that it would have turned out different, but I'm grateful that at the end of the day,
God put you in a
I was
position
going to
that,
say, because God already knows before any of us know. So I'm just always grateful that God always keeps the best interest at heart for all of us, no matter who we are. He knows all of our personal needs and where we are, and so He puts us. I guess, and it's all up to you too, because I pray for certain situations, or I pray for stuff like that.
Shout out G.O.D., man.
Oh yeah, always the biggest shout out, But like I always pray, or I prayed for more uncomfortable situations myself, because I truly believe that like that's the only way that people can grow is through uncomfortable situations. You can't grow in situations you're comfortable in.
How do y'all feel about fitting in?
I don't really care about. I used to care about fitting in, bro, but now I'm just like, bro, be you, bro.
I feel like as the older you get, the more and more you stop caring about fitting in. Like, I always say this, but I saw a post that said, "Why fit in with a world that crucified a perfect man?"
Right.
Jesus.
And that goes back to saying, like, I try to fit in a lot. Like, I tried to
I did too.
sag. I tried to be a hood nigga. Like, just like, I tried to do a lot of shit, bro, just to fit in
That's
with
real.
niggas, bro.
It's real though.
But I realized that's not me,
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you gotta just pull yourself back and do a lot of self-reflection and just be like, now, Jay, you know that's not you, nigga. Why is you doing this shit?
Facts, bro.
And sometimes, I'm gonna be real. Like, before I got my girl, like, I was doing anything to get bitches. Get women. No disrespect. I was doing anything. But, I just realized as time went by, like, that shit is lame.
That shit lame as hell.
It's lame, bro. Treat people bad, bro. Not being yourself, bro. Not being your genuine true self is lame, bro. Cause like being yourself, bro, it could put like a lot of good people in your corner, bro, just for being you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So like, for instance, bro, I used to try to fit in, bro, every single where I go, every place I went, bro. I used to try to fit in with that person, bro. Found out he lame. He does lame stuff to like people for no reason, bro. Which is like why I always try to be my authentic self, bro.
True. But I was gonna ask, this is gonna be the last question and we're gonna wrap up. But do y'all feel like attraction plays a big part in a relationship?
Absolutely, man. So I feel like that is more. I feel like that's what more people have started to gear themselves toward, especially in this day and age. Back in like I would say my grandma's day or parents' day, it won't really some more materialistic things. Like that's really what in this day and age is what it is. It's like it changed from "till death do us part" till I get bored. You feel me? Like when people start feeling like, oh yeah, he's boring or she's boring, yeah, they start to settle down. You start to think, oh yeah, they're not gonna go nowhere. That's when shit flips like a motherfucker. Like it's just so wicked, and it's like people don't have much in their heads nowadays. Like a lot of people don't really have comprehension skills, critical thinking skills. Mm-hmm. You can't sit down and have a conversation. You can't sit down and ask them, so why are you the way you are today? You sit there and ask them something, they're going to give you a stupid answer, and it's going to be a stupid reasoning behind it, and just a pretty face.
Okay, so I'm going to ask y'all this then. Would you rather be with somebody who is an 8 out of 10 appearance-wise, or somebody that is a 6 out of 10 appearance-wise, but they treat you right? Like, they do all the things that checks off your list.
6 out of 10 treat me right. I'm checking that all day. I ain't work out.
But the 8 out of 10, they just...
Yeah.
Yeah, I take the 6 out of
They
10
like
all day.
worry about themselves, like they not even really focused on you. They just got you in the loop.
J Mike, I'll keep it very honest with you, bro. I'm very honest. I am a person that I know what I do and I know who I am when I get into a relationship. So I'm a very strict person.
I'm already knowing.
Like I drive a tight ship, bro. Like no bullshit because I already know, gang. Like me, this is my biggest flex. Like I ain't never cheated on no girl I've ever been in a relationship with.
That's
Me neither,
real.
bro.
Cause I feel like any bitch, any girl that you cheat on with, you might as well break up with them before you cheat.
That's
on
what
Why
I
you
always,
with her, bro?
I always tell like my niggas that like, bro, if you're going to get in a relationship, you might as well get ready for commitment. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas that cheat, they not ready for commitment.
Literally.
That's what it is.
And like that's what I'm saying. Why even get in a relationship if you don't cheat? I'd rather just let you go before I cheat on you. But like, so that's what I'm saying. I'm always, and that's why it really got to a point where like, game. So I was raised in a household, no shame to anybody that wasn't. But I was raised where both my parents were married.
Mm-hmm.
I lived with my mom. I lived with my dad. My dad lived in the house. And so my dad raised me to be who I am today for 21 years. My dad has raised me. I've
That's
been
right.
raised by both my granddads, who was married to both my grandmas. My dad married to my mom. I've seen healthy relationships for a good part of my life. So I know what a healthy relationship looks like. And so I know what it is. And so like it's really gotten to the point where I feel like, dang, I be feeling like I'm doing too much, bruh, because I'll do what I saw or what I've been trained to do. But when I do it, it's like, dang, I don't know. It's like people that got used to being let down so much.
Yeah.
And when somebody that finally come through that like finally knows what something healthy or what something good look like,
Yeah, it's
you
like foreign.
It's what I'm
It's
saying. You
foreign.
so used to the bad. It's like
Yeah.
a trick. It's like I'm here. It's almost like a trick. Like
And that's where
this nigga really about to do me. Like I'm coming in your life to set you up for failure. Like
And that's where healing plays a huge part in everything, bro. Healing takes time. You know, like, shit, it takes niggas. Sometimes it takes niggas 6 years.
Facts.
nah, that's just, man.
years
Ain't,
to heal.
ain't no clockwork on him.
And I want niggas to know, like, there's nothing wrong with being single if you're 25, if you're the ages 25 to 30.
Man. So look. I also
Just
so
really
like
find yourself and what you want to do.
like I told
at
you,
that age, bro.
like I said. So if they happen for a reason, man. And like I also been saying, mindset plays a huge role in everything you do. And so when certain things happen in life, gang, I done really learned. It's about my mindset. It's how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you single by yourself, you spend most of your time by yourself.
Right.
I look at that as God isolating me
you. Yeah.
because obviously it's a bigger goal behind this. So what do I need to discover? It's something about myself I need to discover. What I like to do with my free time. What I need to do, like myself, like me. Recently, I realized
That's real.
I don't
That's
know.
real
I
though,
don't.
bro.
I don't know no hobbies, man. I don't have no hobbies. When people ask me what's something that you like or enjoy, I can't tell them because I can't
Bro.
think of nothing I really like or enjoy.
Bro, I
and
feel like I'm
so,
talking to myself, twin. I be
so-
going through the same
and
stuff,
so it's
bro.
like, bro, I done come to realize that, like, yeah, everybody needs that isolation time because, it's certain people that can't be by themselves, but once you be by yourself and you can sit along with your thoughts and your ideas that you can really think and expand, it's like, my nigga, what can stop you, game?
Yeah.
For real. You learn to be by yourself, enjoy your own company, learn to be, that's what I also learned from my pops, learn to be in the moment, enjoy the moment, you feel me?
Yeah. The more
shit.
I'm gonna leave this quote and we're gonna end it here. And y'all can put y'all quotes in here too. We always do this on the pod. But, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. This is Speak Your Mind Podcast with your host, J Mike. Unfortunately, my co-host couldn't be here today due to some important things he had to take care of. But we have Rock and we have Marcellus. And I'm gonna leave my quote. And my quote is just live life, bro. Live life to the fullest and be yourself.
My quote is, be confident, be dedicated, and work hard at whatever you do.
My quote is, make mistakes and fail. It's because only through failure will you learn how to make and take life to the next level.
All right. Peace.
Peace out.
All right. Dang, bro. I was getting tired.